All right, awesome. Okay, so Kay, if you
Yes.
want to call the meeting to order and do a roll call vote, that would be awesome.
Okay. I will call the meeting to order and take attendance. So Jen, not here. Kay is here. Erin.
Present.
Julia. No. Steve.
Here.
Peter. Yes. Shelley. No. Melissa, you said Shelley was not coming, right?
Correct.
Okay. David, I see. Shayna. No. Liz. Yeah. And Raina was no.
Okay.
All right. So Melissa, what do you have for us?
So good evening, everyone, and thank you for taking time to join us this evening. I know there's another meeting, informational session this evening going on upstairs in Cahill, so I appreciate that you're making this a priority. I'm very, 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 very happy to report that we received 5 proposals. One firm was disqualified just for RFP type of things. As you all saw in the solicitation, there was quite a bit of forms attached, and there was also some requirements of how the technical proposal needs to be and how the price proposal needs to be. So we did have one firm that was disqualified for 2 reasons. So we got 4 proposals that were circulated to the selection committee. The first firm is Interborough Partners. The second firm is JM Goldson. The third firm is Stantec. And the fourth firm is SLR. So 4 proposals. We provided the selection committee with hard copies as well as the review forms. And we're going to be convening next Monday to discuss our evaluations and proceed from there. We may or may not have interviews. We'll have to see what the selection committee thinks, their opinions, their concerns, and who stands out and who doesn't. Are there any questions about that?
Just out of curiosity, do we know what the change was that made people want to work with us on this one as opposed to last one? Just curiosity.
Yeah. So we had the first RFP, which was pretty lengthy, pretty full, a lot of sort of different types of things that were added by various members of the committee. And it just got a little, I think, voluminous. The second one was more of a straight shooter type of request for proposals. We did have the information session that was suggested by our chair, Jen Wadlin. I think she made that suggestion.
Yeah.
And we did have 4 people attend that. And then we posted it to the Master Plan Steering Committee website. And then we also had a firm call to ask to see the recording, at which time we directed them to the website. 2 of those people submitted proposals. So, I'm not sure. I had reported last time, what I had heard from some of the consultants. Maybe it's a timing thing. Maybe it's, firms are more available. Nonetheless, we've got 4. And I think that's a really, really good.
Great.
It is. It's something that we should definitely all be excited about and very proud of. So yeah, I mean, exactly why I can't tell you, but it's all good.
Great.
Anybody else have any questions about the proposals? Okay. We do
Actually-
have, oh, yep, Liz.
I I'm just wondering, with the proposals, will the opportunity exist to know if they've done any other similar communities to Braintree? Is that something that the selection committee will look at? Like
Well,
what
we
other
have
towns?
the criteria in the RFP is what we will be evaluating these against. And we don't necessarily say similar towns. I believe the criteria was master plans in Massachusetts. And if I don't have it right in front of me, but 5 or 10 years. Actually, I do have it. Let me double check. Give me 1 second if you don't mind.
Mhm.
Oh, let me see. What is it here? Oh. I was working from home on this, and a rental car agreement for my vacation was attached to the back of the RFP. Looking for that. Oh boy, God help me. So the criteria, and I can go over that. Okay. So the comparative criteria is ability to adequately and concisely respond to the proposed RFP. So do they have all of the required sections to address what we asked them for? The second one is the ability of the proposal to describe and demonstrate a creative and unique public outreach and participation program with measurable results as part of a community planning or master planning process. So I know the public participation piece was super important. So that's one
Right.
of the criteria. The third criteria is prior experience with similar master plans with other municipalities, particularly in Massachusetts.
Okay, good.
Samples of master plans as to clarity, content, user friendliness, and overall presentation. And then the fifth criteria is the ability of the proponent to present a realistic time schedule to meet or exceed the town's anticipated time for completion of the project within 18 months from the date of contract. And then the sixth is the references from other municipalities. So, the references, depending on the community, there's enough in there, I think, Liz, to kind of,
Yeah.
indicate, the who, the how, the what town and stuff like that for the committee to draw some correlations.
Okay, that's helpful.
Any other questions? Okay. Kay, do you want to take the next item on the agenda?
Oh, sure. The approval of the minutes from last week. Make a motion to approve the minutes from last week.
So you should ask for a motion.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to
Okay, thank
approve the
Second.
minutes from the last meeting.
Second.
Thank you.
So motion made by Liz, seconded by, was that you, David?
Yes.
Awesome. And now a roll call vote. Kay, if you just want to call the people that are here, that's fine.
Sure. To approve the minutes.
Yep.
Okay. Jen, okay. Yes. Aaron?
Yes.
Steve?
Yes.
Peter?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
And Liz?
Yes.
Yes.
I just want to thank Ken for helping us out here in putting together the minutes. He did a really good job. And then the next thing, we have the in-person meetings on there and kind of just talk about sort of the next steps. So the plan is the selection committee does their thing. We make a recommendation to the mayor, get the consultant on board. And then I think that at that point is when we will have more of ability to kind of create a schedule. And I think it's at that point, we should probably sort of, we'll know the consultant that we're using, we'll know their timeframes, and we can kind of just set a schedule for the entire process. I know everyone's busy especially this department, and the consultants are going to be busy with other projects as well. And that way people know, where do I have to be in February? Where do I have to be in April? And it's just easy. You can do your vacations and all that stuff. If things change, we can change it, but I know it's easier, and I know everybody here has lives and families and businesses and jobs and stuff. So it's probably a little bit easier to set that once we get the consultant on board. And the COVID stuff, it's getting a little weird again. But I'm hoping that, and the mayor really wants to be able to have these meetings in person. So we'll follow the lead of the consultant. Could be a combination of different meetings in person, going out and meeting with groups and different things. So I think, once we get the consultant on board, then we can just have this is our schedule. This is the public meetings. This is the steering committee meetings. This is the focus group meetings and all that good stuff.
So just one question, Melissa, I'm sorry if I missed it. So the next step is the selection committee will meet to go over and make a suggestion to the mayor, and then.
Yep, we make a recommendation.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, and then when does the mayor decide, or what, that timeline?
Yep, let me just double check. So we have the mayor, so the week of the 13th will be recommending to the mayor, and the mayor, this is a rough schedule again, and then the mayor making a decision we have on the schedule by the 17th. That could vary a little bit, but the goal is to get the contract executed by the end of the year so we can start the year fresh.
Okay.
And hit the ground running.
All right, thank you.
It's a weird time of year with the holidays, but that's just kind of the way it worked out when we had it done and getting it out. And this time, that's the other thing too. We put it out for 6 weeks this time instead of 4. So that may have given people more time to do a response and submit.
Okay.
So that could have been one of the things as well. So that's the plan. It's not the time frame isn't hard and fast, but I know the mayor really wants to get going. So, I would default to him. And if there's any kind of delays, it'll be because there's questions and we're, vetting things. And we do have the ability to interview people as well. So, again, the selection committee is go do your thing, and then we're going to get together. So, when we get together on Monday, we'll hear what the selection committee's opinions are about, should we interview somebody, or, are there 2 top choices? Should we vet them in person? So that's not uncommon. But obviously I would default to the committee members, the selection committee, and what they'd like to do.
Okay. All right, great. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Any other questions? Okay. The favorite motion.
Adjourn. So just, do I make the motion to adjourn, or someone else?
Nope, someone else does.
Okay, fine.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
And now roll call by the
Oh.
people that are here. Kay, yep.
Okay, yes, sorry. All right, yes. Aaron,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Peter,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
and Liz. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Meeting
All
adjourned.
right. Thank you, everyone, so much. Have a wonderful Christmas and New Year's. Any questions that come up in between, just shoot me an email or give me a call.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, everyone. Good night now.
Happy holidays.
Happy Christmas.